I can't physically throw up in my mouth, but...
Hey, look at the beach. Hey, fire snow. Hey, ballpark. Hey, now. Stop calling me now.
I want you to remember this part in the beginning of the video because I'm going to tie it all together later on in the video. Marginalized here. Of course Rudolph is like powerless within the group and stuff like that. That's what makes him like a good character. That's what makes you want to root for him in the end to get his reward and work hard for overcoming like all the bully, his dad, Santa, everybody. That's what makes you want to root for him. If he wasn't marginalized, then you want to root for him in the first place. That's his character. That's the way he was written. So he's saying, oh, he's marginalized. We kind of already knew that. So you just putting marginalized there is already stating the obvious. And it's a good special, but like always, you always have to find something to complain about, no matter how good a special may be.
Thanks for pointing out the obvious.
Sharing their observations about something that was completely obvious beforehand? Color me surprised. Let's see what their observations are. Red-nosed reindeer is a parable on racism and homophobia, with Santa as a bigoted, exploitative prick. No, that's not what it's about. It's about overcoming people, like, despite them putting you down. That's what it's about. It's not a parable on racism or homophobia or anything like that. You miss the point entirely. The point is that you can overcome anything, no matter what people say or what people try to get you down. That's the whole point of the special. That's what the point is. This person missed the entire point in one single tweet. How do you do that? How do you manage to succeed to miss an entire point within a tweet? You just want to put your little spin on it because, you know, reasons. But even though that's not the reason at all, you're going to say it's the reason anyway because that's your definitive logic.
You sit on a throne of lies.
All right, son, try it on.
I don't wanna. Daddy, I don't like it.
You'll like it and wear it.
Oh, but Daddy, it's not very comfortable.
There are more important things than comfort. Self-respect.
We know that people make fun of him. You showed that in the beginning. We know that his dad is like verbally abusive to him. We know this. If nobody wasn't like that, we wouldn't want to see him get like a reward in the end. What do I mean by that? Without any conflict, there is no resolution. There is none. So, if he was just get the reward in the end, would everybody be nice to him? You're gonna wonder, what did he do like to earn it, or how did he work hard for that? You see, you gotta have some conflict here. In these kinds of stories, there's conflict and there's resolution. Rudolph getting picked on and Rudolph getting abused by his father and like getting berated by Santa and stuff like that is the conflict. But the reward is him like getting to fly up with like Santa and stuff like that. That's the reward in the end. But he had to go through a lot just to get that reward. Do you understand what I'm saying, Huffington Post? Those are the two things that need to happen in these kinds of stories. Without either one of those things, you're going to be like, how did he get that reward in the end? Or if there's no reward, you say, why are people messing with him in the first place? Those two things factor in quite a lot when you're telling these kinds of stories.
Connor. You should be ashamed of yourself. From now on, gang, we won't let Rudolph join in any reindeer games, right?
It was what I was saying, conflict resolution. The conflict is him getting bullied, berated by Santa, stuff like that. And the reward is him getting to fly over Santa when Santa finally discovers that, hey, he can be like useful, like using his nose to have him guide his sleigh. That's the reward in the end. That's what he worked hard for. Conflict resolution. Remember those things, Huffington Post, because you repeated the same point twice already in this video.
No, this is man's work.
1, they're dear. 2, the special was written in 1964, so yeah, that kind of thing was commonplace back then. Was it a good thing? No, I'm not saying that. But it was commonplace, so you shouldn't be shocked that it's in a special. I'm not shocked that it's in a special. I'm not. I don't endorse that kind of thing, but I'm not shocked that it's in there. Especially given the date that it was written. So why you include this in the video, I have no idea. It's a non-point.
Now, there's one thing I want to make very plain. No doe of mine is going to be seen with a red-nosed reindeer.
Really? You're gonna repeat the same thing again? First with the bullying, then with the dad, and then now with the whole Clarice's dad being prejudiced. Again, that's something we know already. Like I said, there has to be conflict in order for something good to happen in the end. Huffington Post, you're making me repeat myself because you're putting the same things in 3 times already. How did you not notice this?
You'll never fit in. Now, you come to health practice and learn how to wiggle your ears and chuckle warmly and go hee-hee and ho-ho and important stuff like that. A dentist. Good grief.
Hermes is my second favorite character besides Rudolph. Okay, the conflict is that the head elf doesn't want him to be a dentist. He just wants to be a regular elf and do elf things and just continue his rest of his life being an elf. But Hermes does not want that. He wants to be a dentist. See, that's where the conflict comes in here. The reward later on is that when Hermes goes on an adventure with Rudolph, with Cornelius, and they find the bumble, they bring the bumble back, and then Hermes performs dentistry on him. He yanks a tooth out. And he gets to be the dentist that he always wanted to be. That's the reward in the end. See, Hermes goes on an adventure and then gets his reward in the end. Again, he worked hard for it, but there had to be conflict first. That caused him to run away with Rudolph, to find Cornelius, to find the bumble, to perform the dental surgery on the bumble, in order to get the reward in the end. That's what it is. How do you not know this, Huffington Post? How do you not know this? Let me tell you why that meme doesn't work. Both Rudolph and Hermes had something in common. They both had to go through conflict in order to get rewards in the end. Yes, they didn't fit in. But everybody had to be a jerk around them in order to create that conflict that they both had to go through in order to work out for that reward in the end. So that's why that meme doesn't work. That's exactly why the meme doesn't work. Person in a tweet. Speaking of Rudolph, your yearly reminder, deviation from the norm will be punished unless it is exploitable. Both Rudolph and Hermes had to go through conflict in order to get a reward in the end. That's kind of the conflict and reward type of story. I'm so sorry that you missed that entire point. you think, oh, he's just getting exploited. But I don't know why he's going through that in the first place. I'm just going to say he's getting exploited so I can prove a point. No, you miss the entire point of the story, which is that you're supposed to overcome those kind of conflicts in order to work hard and like get a reward in the end. That's what the whole point was. And it just flew over your head entirely. In the end, Huffington Post missed the entire point of this special. They don't know simple basic conflict and resolution. And that they just wanted to make this video just so they can complain about stuff that they had no idea what it was about. So that's going to be it from me. If you want to watch more of my electric rants, go to this over here and take you to more of my lovely electric rants. Have a great day, guys, and remember to stay awesome.
Well, you got me. By all accounts, it doesn't make sense.